boys and girls. I'm Teacher Patty, and I'm a teacher from Options for Learning. And today I'm reading the story titled The Seven Chinese Sisters. And it's written by Kathy Tucker, and the illustrator, the person who drew the pictures, is Grace Lin. So, what do you see on the front cover? Yeah, me too. I see a lot of girls. I see a lot of girls on the picture or on the front cover. Let's count. You want to help me count how many girls we see? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe those are the 7 Chinese sisters. And what else do you see here? Yeah, me too. I see a little dog. Maybe that's their pet. And look at the back cover. What do you see on the back cover? Yeah, me too. I see a lot of trees, a forest here. I see mountains. I see grass and water. And what else? What do you see here? What's this red structure type thing here? I wonder what this is. Well, let me show you. Once we open the book and you see the front cover and the back cover, look, it's part of the front cover. So the image is the whole picture, the whole complete image here. And look, it looks like the sisters are standing on it. Yeah, I think so too. I think it's a bridge. And it's probably the bridge because there's water. So maybe for them to get across the bridge, they have to go across the water, they have to go over the bridge. Yeah, wow, that is so beautiful. And look on this side. What do you see over here? Yeah, it looks like a home. Maybe it's their home. So we're going to find out what the story, The 7 Chinese Sisters, is all about. Are you ready to join me? Okay, let's get started. Look in the front cover or the cover page. It has a lot of little shoes. And it looks like they have bigger shoes and they get smaller and smaller and smaller and tiny. Look at those tiny little shoes. I wonder if those are the shoes of the sisters. They belong to them. Look, there they are. They're all standing side by side. And do you notice their height? Do you notice the height of the sisters? Yeah, look, this one's the tallest. And then it goes down and down and then to the smallest sister. So it says, once upon a time there was 7 Chinese sisters who lived together and took care of each other. That's nice. Each sister had shiny black hair and sparkling eyes. Each stood straight and tall, except for the 7th sister, who was just a baby. So the 7th sister right here, she's just a baby. So she doesn't stand yet. Maybe she hasn't learned how to stand yet or walk. So she still sits. Wow. But the sisters were very different. First sister could ride a scooter fast as the wind. So this sister, the first sister, can ride the scooter super fast. Let's see what the second sister can do. The second sister knew karate. Kick, chop, hi-ya. Wow, look at her go. And the third sister could count to 500 and beyond. Wow, so she is really good at counting. She's counting here. The fourth sister, what do you think the fourth sister was good at? What could she do? The fourth sister could talk to dogs. Wow, she knew how to speak to dogs. See her here with a dog? The fifth sister could catch any ball, no matter how fast or how high it was thrown. Wow, that is super high. Look, it's all the way up to the trees. And she can catch that ball. The sixth sister, look at her over here. What do you think she's good at? What do you think she can do? Yeah, it looks like the sixth sister could cook the most delicious noodle soup in the world. So she was good at cooking noodle soup. And the seventh sister, well, no one really was sure what she was good at. She was so little that she had never spoken, not even one word. So she's still little. The little baby sister, she's still learning. So they're not sure what she can do. Maybe we'll find out. Oh my goodness, what do you see? Yeah, me too. I see a dragon. Far, far away, across the bridge, through the forest, and up the mountain, lived a terrible dragon. One day he woke up very hungry. He took a big sniff, and he smelled something wonderful. What do you think he smelled? Yeah, it was the sixth sister noodle soup. So the dragon can smell all the way down from their house. The noodle soup. Down the mountain, over the forest, across the bridge, flew the dragon straight to the seven sisters' home. The sisters were so busy, they didn't see him coming. I wonder what's going to happen. First sister was polishing her scooter. The second sister was practicing her black belt. The third sister was counting grains of rice. The fourth sister was talking to a stray beagle. The fifth sister was throwing a ball up a mile so high so she could catch it. And the sixth sister had stepped into the pantry to get some noodles. And the seventh sister, the baby sister, was crawling around on the kitchen floor. So there they are, very busy. And they did not see that dragon coming. Oh my goodness, I wonder what's going to happen next. When the dragon peeked into the kitchen, guess who he saw? He saw the plump little seventh sister. And he forgot all about the soup, and instead he snatched the baby. Oh my gosh, look at the baby. Look at her eyes. She looks so surprised and scared. Oh my goodness. What's going to happen? Oh gosh, let's see what happens. Look, he left and he flew back over the bridge and through the forest and up the mountain and back into his cave. But soon as the dragon set the seventh sister down, he was just going to get some salt. She said her first word, and it was an excellent word. She said, "Help!" So the seventh sister, the baby sister, she learned to talk. She said, "Help!" And the six sisters had just started to look for her when they heard her call. Right away, they knew it was her. The seven sisters in trouble, cried first sister, leaping onto her scooter. We must save her. We must help her. So I wonder what they're going to do. What do you think they're going to do? I wonder. They said that we must save her. The other sisters hung onto the scooter behind the first sister, who was strong and fast on her scooter. The sisters sped across the bridge beyond the deep forest filled with many trees. Wow, look at them hanging on. They're hanging on to each other. They're going super fast to the cave. So many, the third sister counted them by twos. Now the seventh sister cries even louder.
The sisters headed up the mountain and soon reached the dragon's cave. Help! 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 Look at all these helps. The little sister is saying, help, help, help. They're coming. Let's see what they're going to do once they get there. What do you think they're going to do once they get there? I wonder. They could smell smoke and they hear the most awful sounds and roars. Fourth sister listened carefully. Dragons do not talk like dogs, but she was trying to listen to see what the dragon was saying. There's no use calling for help. You're going to be supper, said the dragon. And suddenly the seventh sister shouted her second word even more louder than help. She said, no! Look, she doesn't want to be supper. She doesn't want to get eaten. Oh my goodness, poor little sister. If you don't bring her out, said the sisters, you will regret it. And she said it with her best dog language she could. So she told the dragon, you better give us our sister back. You think the dragon's going to listen? Let's find out. Oh my goodness. The dragon stopped roaring. But what was the girl yelling? All he could understand was, bring her out, sir. But no one had ever tried to talk to him before. So he was curious. And he picked up the seventh sister in his mouth and he rushed outside. Oh my gosh. Look at this sister. What do you think this sister's doing? Yeah, that's the second sister. Remember, she knows karate. And she stepped out fast as a lightning and she leaped into the air and slapped the dragon on the chin. Hi-ya, she said. So she's trying to help her little sister with karate. Let's see if it helps. The dragon was so surprised that whoop, whoa, the seventh sister flew out of his mouth. Where do you think she's going to go? Back, 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 ran the fifth sister. Back, 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 reaching up higher and higher. And she caught the seventh sister, the baby sister. She caught her like a ball. Good thing she's good at catching. She caught the sister. Oh no, look at the dragon. Why do you think the dragon's crying? Let's find out. When the dragon saw that his dinner was gone, he fell to the ground. Oh, he was so hungry. I'm hungry, he said. And the fourth sister understood him perfectly because the word hungry is the same for dragons as it is for dogs. So she understood him. And she said, he's starving. He's so hungry. And now all the sisters could see he was quite skinny and a sort of sad. So they're looking at the dragon. They said, oh yeah, you're right. He is skinny and hungry and sad. Tomorrow, sixth sister can bring him some soup. So they said, we'll be back tomorrow, dragon, and bring you some soup. But we've got to get back home. She's all worn out, the baby sister, and she needs her diaper changed. So they said, we have to go. The baby sister needs her diaper changed, and she's so tired. Sisters, go home, cried the baby. So seven sisters were learning, the seventh sister that was learning to talk, she learned very quickly. She said, let's go home. First sister put seventh sister on the back of the scooter and hopped on, and the other sisters hung on behind them, and they whizzed fast through the mountains. So they're all hanging back on to the scooter, and they're going back home. But when they reached the forest, oh my goodness, they saw so many trees, and the first sister said, now, how are we going to get home? We can't find our way back with all these trees. And the third sister, remember the third sister knows how to count. And she said, "Don't worry, I counted all the trees when we came up the hill. And we must go past 500 trees." So she remembered, she counted, and she remembered how many trees they needed to pass to get back to the bridge. So they counted all the trees and they got back to the bridge. So she helped too. The sister that counted helped also. So they went back home. They scooted back across the bridge and back to their house where they had a wonderful meal. And they ate the delicious noodle soup the sister made. They were so hungry. That was a big adventure. They were super hungry. And what did Seven Sister do when she grew up and grew tall? She became the best storyteller in the world, and she always told the story first. So look, that's the baby sister. She grew up. And now she's the best storyteller. So she grew up to be the best storyteller because she had a lot of adventures, especially that dragon took her. Remember when the dragon took her? That was a big adventure, and she became the best storyteller ever. There she is. And look, she looks like she's with a lot of children. Maybe she's a teacher. Maybe she became a teacher and a great storyteller. Or a librarian. A librarian tells stories too. The end. Dun, 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 dun. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to the story, The Seven Chinese Sisters. And I'll see you next time. Thank you, boys and girls. Bye.